Сейчас на другой стороне земного шара ночь.
Right now, it's night in the Western Hemisphere. System administrators are falling asleep. Mafia is keeping awake. So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Denis and Yuri from Kaspersky Lab are here. And we've gathered here just to take a look at who plays for the Mafia. In actual fact, the technology which was developed over the recent years nice firewalls, etc., can result in only a very well-known application can be launched and use the internet. Is that true, Denis? Not really. The whitelist concept, which has been reincarnated in different ways, like firewalls, whitelists of applications, are not perfect technologically. Technologically, you cannot split the black and the white. In the childhood, did you ever try to catch a thief or a ghost at night? I didn't. Well, I did. Sometimes we failed in the childhood, but now I've done it. We've developed a few criteria. If 3 applications out of the white lists, if there is an application with a trusted certificate, if you download the malware, you should be analyzed. We take some statistics and we check what are the applications connected to the suspicious servers and download something from there. They were trusted applications, actually. But what we ended up with was this result. For a few months, we were detecting approximately 30,000 detections from different computers and servers located in 94 countries worldwide. It's a global problem. We were trying to find out how these applications turn out to be there. We were thinking about the vulnerabilities, direct hijacking. What we found is that a large number of applications which were in the whitelist for analysis were applications which were containing the browser components. One of the popular modules for an ERP system contains the Internet Explorer components. You know how it happens. Let's skip this point. In actual fact, this functionality in the ERP systems is good. We did this analysis further on. We analyzed that and we injected the code into an ERP system. The system was connected to post terminal. Those cards were sent to the processing center and the copy of data was sent to the hackers. Tomcat, version 8, 6 o'clock in the morning. The admin is still asleep, and it would connect to this address, downloading a zip file. Of course, it was not a zip file per se. It was launching an executive file. A good application sometimes do not download executive files. Normally they download scripts and then they launch a MOV file with a DLL file. Both MOV file and scripts do not require downloading suspicious executive files. MS SQL, MySQL download a lot of files, MOV files, exec files, for some reason. For some reason, somebody obviously plays for Mafia. We analyzed that. And the first category was DDoS bots. DDoS bots of different types. Almost all of them were made in China. They're not huge. It was obvious that the SQL server was launched at the server and the throughput capacity was quite big. It was in between the MySQL and also the data which is stored at those servers. It does the decryption and the utility pops up at the server which allows you to play with the database. And they exploit the vulnerabilities. That's on the one hand. On the other hand, the exploitation of vulnerabilities was not the first one. For instance, very often they used direct hijacking instead. And we detected a number of cases when they were downloading that, and this solution is popular even now. If you go back to the mass media and how direct hijacking is used there, we'll be going back to the incident investigation with the DDoS bot, which is sent for DDoS attacks. In 2013, they would brute force quite actively. In 2015, there was some information that those were the people that were using the DLL substitute methods and the substitute of the UDF libraries in MySQL. So it was direct hijacking as such. Let us speak about the attack. And we need to mention that it is a very popular technique among the Chinese. All of them are using such methods. What does it look like? There is an archive with the executive file and the DLL file in it, which looks innocent. But there is a trick in there. It has a proper file name. It has a proper export. When a proper exec file is launched, it recognizes the DLL and downloads this. It does not look malicious at first. It just uploads this code from the DLL file to the address space. As far as you can see, it does not really look like a very malicious activity. But this is a very effective solution, and it works. This is how all the heresy starts in the system. And number 3, how the malicious software gets into this list. When the operator, the administrator, the user is downloading torrents with a bad file inside, it's a very popular case. We've accumulated some statistics. We have applications from different lists downloading malicious software from India, China and Russia. All these three countries are notorious for using free versions of different software. I would say cracked versions of different software. By using payloads, we figured out that it was really popular in China. Chinese DDoS, backdoors, bots, etc. They use this hijacking massively through those whitelist applications. And they either use DLLs or they do not use exec files or DLLs and purely use scripts and the embedded utilities. They would still be using some PowerShell and West scripts to pull out some information. Those of you who are warned are armed and protected. What do we do to avoid DLL hijacking? So, first of all, analyze your software. We have utilities, applications that can actually show the DLL hijacks. It still remains a very relevant solution. So we run the inventory and we limit these applications, the internet access, traffic access. Where do we find the magic bullet? White list default denied. There is a magic bullet. There is such a solution. There is a technology, and it's even effective. On the other hand, we still have some human error. We need to use these technologies in a proper way, in a correct way. Unfortunately, in this round, Mafia wins, but we hope the next round will be won by peaceful citizens. Thank you very much.
Вопросы?
Спасибо за интересный доклад. Хотел несколько...
Thank you. I'd like to clarify this about Linux. Do you have such solutions for Linux? You mentioned MySQL, but also related to Windows. You can do it. The actual idea would be exactly the same. So in theory, you can do it. But we don't have the real cases here. Thank you.
В начале доклада вот у вас был такой кадрик со статистикой. Вы там показывали статистика, там сколько-то чего-то. И она такая по большому количеству в течение полугода вы ее собирали, кажется, да? А каким образом вы ее собрали? Вы следите за трафиком?
Мы смотрели, у нас есть система облачная, которая позволяет посмотреть, собственно, какие приложения, ну, мы производим детект, когда да, мы видим, что какое приложение попыталось обратиться к вредоносному сайту. Собственно, таким образом мы собираем эту статистику.
Я понял, но в облачном приложении же не видно, из какого приложения сделан запрос?
Нет,
просто запрос видно?
Нет, видно. Ну, если есть агент, то видно. На компьютере стоит агент. И с этого агента видно, какое приложение пытается подключиться к...
Я понял. То есть этот агент следит за трафиком и сообщает ну, вот, к вам в компанию?
Все так.
То есть он не сообщает в компанию весь трафик. Если произошел детект в облаке, да, то агент сообщает минимум атрибутов, необходимых аналитику для того, чтобы проанализировать, понять, что же запустило, например, что обратилось к вредоносному сайту. И вот эти приложения, это вы наблюдали как раз, какие приложения обращались к вредоносным сайтам. Белое приложение, да.
Спасибо. Спасибо.